damn, this nigga got a whole goddamn. He really got a blog.
KountUp, welcome to Music Speaks TV.
Yes, indeed. Thank y'all for having me.
Thank you for inviting us in, man, while we're out here in Atlanta.
For sure.
With you.
For sure.
We always start by giving our subscribers a history lesson about some of your life, early music career, and everything.
Yeah.
Like that. You're currently based in Marietta, right?
For sure. Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Is that where you were born and raised?
Yep. Born and raised here. Spent majority of my life here. I, of course, traveled outside of here, but yes, born here, raised here, work from here, create from here. That's where I am located now.
All right. What was it like being raised in Marietta?
For, I guess, my personal experiences, it was more so sports based for me prior to music and brand building and all that kind of stuff, leadership roles. But it was more so basketball, sports based, track, all that kind of stuff, sports, disciplined, structured things that kept me going, motivated. And then kind of fast forwarding some time, I guess that developed a mindset for me to understand what I really wanted to do, my purpose and what I'm doing. And that brought me to music and building brands and CEOs and all that kind of stuff, all that type of stuff. Yeah.
That's dope. What type of music did you listen to as a child?
Definitely wasn't as wide of a range as it is now. But back then, you're influenced by what your parents are going to be playing in the house, with your auntie or whoever may be playing whatever. So back then, it might be late 80s, early 90s R&B vibes. You get a lot of that kind of music. Early 2000 R&B, the Monicas was always in the house or stuff like that. Brandy's and all that kind of stuff. Hip hop wise, my dad isn't a super hip hop person, so we didn't even listen to a lot of it. I did on my own time, but being in the house with him wasn't so much of it. He's more so a jazz, just like my granddad kind of guy. Yeah. He wants something chill. He not rah-rah. So
more like old
soul, man. And that's where really I started sampling and doing a lot of soulful music starting out, and it kind of derived from my parents doing those things. But of course now I had to widen my horizons, listen to it all: country, R&B, rap, hip, whatever, man. Real hip hop, all genre, reggae, everything.
What age did you start making music yourself?
I definitely started, junior year of high school, which would mean I was about 16, 17 years old. I would say my first time going and doing and being in the studio. Purchasing my own studio time and going through the whole process. Probably I would say 16 or 17, but that was with a group. We called ourselves Icy Boys in high school, and some little corny stuff. But man, at the time it was like 4 or 5 of us. We'd give like $20, $25 and all go to the studio together. And we just, hey man, let's hop on the track, get a beat, hop on something. Hey, let's download this YouTube beat. And just working like that. It wasn't nothing serious. 2 years after that, I kind of went on to college out the state and was like, you know what, I'm gonna take this serious. So bought my own studio equipment and just kept going, kept building solo.
Those beginning years though, when you're just playing, is basically when you're finding yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
So you definitely are being developed as an artist sometimes without even knowing it.
Yeah, most definitely. It took those experiences to find myself, most definitely to translate it and make it show in my music.
That's real. So if you had to choose one artist coming up, who was your favorite and why?
T.I., hands down.
Okay.
I mimic a lot of his business ways. I always got into music with not the mindset of just to build off my catalog and live off my catalog of music, but to utilize music to show that my business endeavors and all those kind of creations would, just manifest on their own from the music checks or from the opportunities music had. And I know people like something catchy, we have short attention spans. If I can keep songs under 3 minutes, something like that, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, whatever, I can keep your attention span, and I can get off what I need to get off my chest. If that's inspiring somebody, if that's motivation, if that's me just telling my story and hoping that's transparent or whatever that may be. That's why I chose music route, to kind of let that talk for itself. So
speaking on T.I., it's like I can see, just doing a little bit of research, I can see a lot of the patterns that you follow, because like with him, he had Grand Hustle. He turned that into clothing. He turned it into Grand Hustle films.
Cool, which he's still pushing. Yeah, and actually just a little backstory on that. guess it's a little biased why I would like him more. But my uncle was part of his management team for like, 9+ years. So I had chances to go on like the Family Hustle show, spend time on the tour bus with him, go in and out his house a couple of times. So just experiencing that kind of just was like, you know what, do this, man. This is it. Like, that's all the inspiration I need right there. And he being from Atlanta, that was hometown. It was like, bet, perfect.
No better than that.
Yeah.
Having to, seeing it.
Yeah,
right there.
And the way he adapts, that's what I like about him. He adapts to every era. He hasn't been pushed out. No one's like, oh, he the old head now. He continues to adapt. Although he didn't put out music like he was until recently,
so real. He
just continued to show us a new platform, a new version of him, like similar to like Nipsey Hussle. So that's why I was kind of like guys like that.
So what studio, I know you have your home studio here. Do you record anywhere else as well?
I do. Shout out to my brother Hayden Hendricks, Seven Side Studios on the south side near Old National. If y'all are in Atlanta, please check out my boy, go record with him. Shout out to Suave as well, my guy Suave. He is one of my favorite engineers I work with. He works out of PBN Recording Studios out of Kennesaw. He also has a home studio. If you artists out here in Kennesaw area, Marietta, Atlanta, get with him. Suave the producer on Instagram. And the other studio I work out of, I go to Doppler when I want to get into a big room, when I want to feel the actual studio room, when I want to see the big boards, when I have videographers with me and stuff like that, I'll go to Doppler. And also Spot by Street Execs, a little private studio. I go up there. Shout out to Don G. He put me onto that studio. And that's just pretty much my main spots. And Mean Street, man, I just like to go in there when I got like a 12-hour, 8-hour. When I want to spend some money and I want to sit in a comfortable studio, 6-7 hours with an engineer, get the inspo, really feel those vibes, when I can and have the budget to do so. I'll kind of have those times. And who put me on that was my guy AJ. So, and I'm cool with people being in the studio. I'm cool with having, females in the room or whatever. I would prefer it not to be. I'm not, shy away from that stuff because I understand those are practice moments that are you like mini performances, you preparing for things like that. So I accept those moments, but if I could prefer anything, I'd rather not necessarily be myself, but me and just an engineer, me engineering maybe one other, like something like that, somebody to give honest feedback, true honest feedback and give me what I'm looking to hear. I mean, not what I'm just looking to hear, but, just say, nah, this might not sound right. Or, maybe change this up or all those kind of things. So that's pretty much my studio vibe. Some good marijuana. Can't go wrong with some good marijuana. I'm not a drinker, so I don't really need like alcohol. I don't really rely on that kind of substance in my studio sessions. If it's there, cool. If it's not, it's not. Whatever. I'm a man that like to invite chefs to the studio when I'm in vibes like that. So I like to eat. I like to, really feel relaxed. I don't want to go nowhere, and if it's my workspace and where I'm creating, I want to be chill. Yeah, I'm not the kind of person to feel like, hey, bro, run the wings, stop running, go give me something to eat and come back. I'd rather just, work and do what I can that way. So that's my studio vibe, man.
And back to, you spoke about other studios. Like,
you're
the second person on the platform to mention Suave, so we're gonna have to tap in with him.
Yeah, gotta tap in with Suave, man. Suave been working. That's my brother, man. We've been working for a long time. Matter of fact, I just sold Suave my Pro Tools session, and I had to rebuy it myself just because I knew he had a studio before I did in his house. I knew I was getting it. I'm like, man, you my brother. I'm gonna get used to Pro Tools. Yeah, you can have it. So he did that, and he cooked up 8 beats for me just for giving him Pro Tools instead of taking the money. So it was beneficial. I got to get work. He got to get Pro Tools. He's able to conduct sessions. I still got Pro Tools. Like, it all worked perfectly. So yeah, shout out to Suave.